Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz's Scrapping Studio, and we have our Stampin' Up 2025 Advent Calendar that we're working through, and we are up to day 8. So we are getting quite far in our little Advent Calendar here. So day 8 is over here on the left-hand side. We're going to go ahead and open this guy up. See what we have. We have twine. Look at that. We've got some, looks like blue twine, and then we've got this peach color, peachy pink color. So there we go. We've got some twine. That is a nice little add to go with these other pieces. So we've got embellishments in day 6 and in day 3. And we've got paper, and we've got stencils, and we've gotten 2 sets of dies. So this is a real fun little advent calendar. What was in this one again? Oh yeah, we got tags as well. I'm putting everything back in so I can remember what was in what. All right, so we are going to go off, and with day 8, I think between the DSP and the dies and the embellishments, we have another card that we can make. So I'm going to put this aside. We're going to bring everything out, and we are going to make another card today. All right, we are up to day 8, right? Day 8's project. And we got the twine that was part of this. So this is, again, more of that flirty flamingo, I think, color. And then, you know, this darker blue Secret Sea, or even the Misty Moonlight twine. I don't know. They're close enough. And so I thought I'd bring in the card from day 7. I went through what I had already created, and I also found this 2nd generation Real Red stamp. And when I put it down with this, I thought it worked really well with the flirty flamingo colors that we have here. So we can actually add a little bit more to this card by using the 2nd generation stamp that I did for the layout. And then I also, again, did that same technique of die cutting out just in a green, and we can layer this up just like that. So so I'm gonna put this on a I'm gonna pop this up to give it a little bit of dimension, and lay that on top of my green in a way where I actually have like the greenery showing through, like so. And then we can pop it in this corner here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our twine, and I'm going to just do a very simple wrap around my fingers. I'm probably going to do, let's do all 4. Let's get a nice big loop. And we're going to do a few wraps around the finger, around those 4 fingers like that. I am not good at bows. This is not my forte. I don't tend to use a lot of, I think that might be too many wraps. Let's take that down. I feel like that's, maybe let's do that again. I am trying to get sort of in the middle of my fingers. Wrap 1, wrap 2, maybe wrap 3. Like so, and then take it apart. I don't want it to feel too heavy, and I do feel like that's still one too many wraps. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and cut this, and then we can play with it a little bit more. So I would say this is probably an area that I do not do the best at, but we're going to try. I don't use a lot of this kind of embellishments on my layouts or necessarily on my cards. Okay, so I'm just taking a glue dot, and I'm going to put those wraps on the glue dot, and I may need a second one. I'm going to flip it over and put it on a glue dot on the other side. Whoops, we got a little bit cockeyed there, but we'll make that work. Okay, so now I have my pieces, and I'm going to just make sure everything is sort of attached. And I've created sort of this area, this loopy piece that I can then attach to my flower underneath, and I can separate these guys out like this, again, to give it a little bit more movement. So just trying to separate it a little bit, like so. We've got different sizes and things, just a little bit there that we can work with. Okay, and then we are going to attach this to our card here in the corner, just like that. There is a lot of twine on this piece. I also, from a storage perspective, I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it at the edge of the twine on the base so that I can stick that end down. So hopefully it won't unravel too much. But I don't know if you can tell, but there is a lot of twine on this. So you're going to have this go a long way. But now we've just added one more element to level up this card from day 7. And hopefully that gives you an idea of one way that you can use twine on your cards and your embellishments. All right, everyone. I will see you tomorrow on day 9, and have a great day.